Hey everyone, welcome to the AllBrands show. I'm Barbara from AllBrands.com, and we are inviting you to the Houston International Quilt Festival. I have two special guests on the show, Courtney Douthat and the amazing Angela Wolf. We're so excited. They'll be in very soon. So the Houston International Quilt Festival is at the George R. Brown Convention Center, October 30th through November 3rd. We'll have Brothers' brand new machine. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I'm going to bring them in. Oh, but before I do, we are doing a giveaway at the end of this broadcast. So if you comment hashtag AllBrands, then you'll be eligible to win a $25 AllBrands.com e-gift card. So let's go ahead and learn more about the Houston International Quilt Festival with Courtney and Angela. Hello.
Hi. Hi, this is so exciting.
I am so excited. So let us know in the comments, everyone, if you're coming, what you're excited about. We have so many excited. Courtney, we have not only is Angela Wolf going to be there.
Which, can I just say, the fact that we got Angela Wolf, like, she is literally, in our industry, she is royalty. Like, I am shocked and amazed and a little fangirling. Me and Barbara were talking about that earlier. We were like, Angela Wolf, like, that is
I love you girls.
But Angela Wolf will be there. We have Jerry Granada, Cindy Hogan, Colleen Sweatman, Emily Thompson, Alexis Galloway. It's going to be packed full of amazing educators. And when I tell you, we pick the people who know the machines the best. So you can get every question answered and they're going to know it automatically. No pressure, Angela. No pressure.
Did you mention Jerry Granada?
Yeah.
Okay. You did. We also have Leanne Church is coming. Yes. She's a famous Australian.
Yeah. And then we also have one more person coming, or I guess one more thing exciting coming. Right here with me is the new Aveneer. And yes, I've been just hugging her this whole time. Just
Let's look at it a little closer. Can you tell us more about it, Courtney?
Absolutely. Okay. Now, Angela is the expert on this machine, and we'll talk more about that because she has done you guys a favor. And she's done a masterclass. And if you've ever watched one of Angela's masterclasses, it's fantastic. So this is the new machine. She is large and in charge because she has a lot going on. My personal favorite feature is picture play. Well, the projector too. We'll go into all of that. Hey, Barbara Jones. So I'm going to switch cameras real quick to show you up close. So picture play is a new feature that only the Aveneer has. So if you've got a Luminaire, a Stellaire, any of those, they did not have picture play. This is brand new. So I'm going to take a picture. It's not a big picture. It's not a high def picture. It's just a random picture. And I can bring it into my machine, my Aveneer, and be able to stitch it out. Look at that. He literally looks like you could pet him. I'm going to bring him up close. It's tapestry. How wild is that?
That's beautiful, Courtney.
It's
and
beautiful.
It looks like the hair is coming through on the horse. It's just amazing. And this is a brand new feature. Like no other brother machine has this installed.
No, none of them. So very, very cool. And of course, they do have the different style options. I love the original ones, but I do like all the different choices that you can do. It really makes it look like art, like Picasso could never. No, I'm just kidding. So it's amazing, all the different options that you can do. And this is just a random picture. So you could bring in your own picture and change it however you want. And you can even tell it like, hey, I don't want the background around him. I just want him, or just whatever the main image of your picture is. And it will automatically take out that background for you. Like, it's so detailed. And then look, the picture that it did it from was not very large. It was not a high definition picture. And it did it beautifully. Now, between me and you and the sun, this took 2 hours to stitch out. And most of it was me forgetting I was doing it and walking away. But it took 2 hours. So I did two sheets of a heavy cutaway stabilizer. And it did it great. And it honestly does it like brush strokes the way that it did. And it will color sort for you. So say you needed black 3 times, it'll make the black come all in one. So you only have to thread it 1 time. Like, how amazing. So that is one of my personal features. And we will be having a big quilt with all the picture plays on there that you can come up and see and touch and Usually at a quilt show, they tell you not to touch the quilts. I'm okay with you touching this one. Oh, hey, Reen.
Yay.
So very cool. I mean, literally tapestry. That is just, I'm geeking out.
Good job, brother. And that's just one of the features. What's your favorite feature, Angela?
I actually have a couple, but that picture play is so cool. When you have it on the screen, you can flip through. You can pick if you want it. Like, it's kind of like playing on Instagram, but you're playing on the machine. So you can pick all these different things. All you have to do is hit a button, grab a cup of coffee, and embroider away. But I don't know. I think I've got a couple favorites. The buttonhole feature is definitely top because I sew garments, but not even for garments. I just made a bed quilt, which I don't know what I was thinking. It wasn't a quilt. It was a duvet cover. I'm not going too crazy yet, but I could have embroidered or sewn the buttons so easy because they have the laser placement for buttons. I love to do free motion. I call it more decorating with photos, with photo thread, I should say, thread painting. But they have the projectors much larger now, which is great for placement. And also when I'm doing that free motion, they have the different, I don't know what you'd call them, symbols, because it's echo quilting. It's called echo quilting, but it's not, but you can use free motion. So you guys probably saw me do that, where the projector shows the echo, basically the echo quilting foot, and you can move it all around. Well, let's just say if you're dabbling with embroidery, quilting, things like that, mostly the quilting side, I don't know. I love it for designing my own fabric. I'm not a big quilter, but as you all know, many of you are, so you're totally covered, and it just opens the horizons of designing new fabrics. So that would be a second one. The big hoop. I'm going to have to go with the big hoop.
The big hoop. You have the big hoop. Can we check that out?
Wow. It's right here. So when you guys were here, I've already made quite a few things because this is my embroidery collection. So I've had the Aveneer for a while. I was testing it. This one I've left here just to show how big. I mean, it's huge. This is all on mesh, but isn't it beautiful? And the hoop is big. I can do my entire sleeves. I can do half of my leg, you name it. And it also it's just really well made. You have two ends to be able to hoop it correctly. And also on the back of the Aveneer, there's a little plate to help stabilize your hoop, because once you get into these bigger hoops, a lot of times you're like, oh boy, is it going to wobble and everything? It doesn't at all. So this little plate goes in the back and it keeps your hoop. I can't wait for everyone to see this. I mean, there's so many cool features on here, but those are some of my top. But there's more.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We had to make you choose. There's a lot. Now, I knew you mentioned the projector, and that was my favorite thing about the Luminaire was the projector, but it was just a 3x5. And now we have a 5x8. So if you've got a 5x7 hoop, you're projecting that whole hoop and then some. So I am excited about the projector. And then the extension table on the back, like you were saying, that comes in the box with the machine, and I appreciate that. It just slides on. Honestly, you can keep it on during sewing and embroidery, so I don't think I'm ever going to take mine off. I think I might just leave it on there.
I want to say my favorite feature on this machine, the stitch regulator. I think that's amazing. I'm so excited. And I actually got my hands on it at one of the conventions. And I am so excited that it worked just so much better than any other stitch regulator that I've ever used. And I'm very excited about the stitch regulator on that new Aveneer. That was
the word was stuck in my head that has the echo foot, and then you can go around. I'm like, what is it? Thank you. I can tell it's late in the afternoon.
Thanks, so many features. We're like, what's the word? The thing. It does the thing.
It does the thing.
It does.
Yeah. Courtney, you have the machine. You can show us that little plate that's on the back that Angela was talking about.
It's in the box right now.
Got it.
Because we are bringing this machine with us to Houston Quilt Festival. So I am already packing things up. I'm so glad Angela had the hoop because I packed up the hoop. That hoop it's so different from previous hoops because it has a locking mechanism on both sides, which I love. So whenever they were teaching us at Brother Experience how to do that hoop, they were telling us, hey, slide it in there and then lock one side halfway and then put your fabric in there, lock the other one and then lock it down, and it's secure in there. So, and then you even have these other locking things, but that way if I'm doing things like freestanding lace and I've only got like a water soluble stabilizer, it's holding it in there and I'm not going to get any of that puckering or anything like that. And it now has metal sides on this hoop, so no more bowing of the hoop or anything like that. I'm a machine nerd, and when you make a higher quality item, that's when I get excited. And I'll tell them when they don't.
Yeah. I have another favorite feature. Oh, go ahead, Angela.
I agree on the hoop because I did I embroidered these sleeves. I don't know if you saw photos of the dress I posted on Instagram. If you all missed it, same embroidery design but different. I changed the colors a little bit, and no puckering, no wrinkles, absolutely nothing, and can do the entire sleeve in one hooping.
Wait,
and
that whole sleeve was done in one go?
Yeah,
that whole sleeve.
Go. The entire sleeve was in one whole go. And not only that, this is my new embroidery collection. And the way I digitized it, you only have to change colors not a lot of times because everything's kind of blended together. And I planned it so you can have a really good cup of coffee for like 2 hours. But you don't have to keep switching with each little one. So I think you're really going to love it. It's fun.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Francine said the Aveneer is bigger than Courtney. Everything's bigger than Courtney. Okay?
Courtney and I stand next to each other. It's so funny.
But you know what? I like a good big machine. That means she can do a lot. Okay, she can be bigger than me.
Yeah. Speaking of big machine, I'm not sure if you can zoom in on the new embroidery unit. It has been enhanced on the Aveneer. They now have 2 X belts and 2 Y belts, so it's much stronger to hold that bigger hoop.
Let's see.
We're asking Courtney to do some camera tricks.
I know. Like, why would she do this to me? Why?
Cameraman, get it together.
I know. I'm like, pre-warned me. You saw my face of panic when she asked me to do that. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
That's the beautiful thing about being live. Oh, goodness.
So also, while we're getting ready for that, I wanted to let everyone know that we'll have some more special guests in the AllBrands Village at Houston International Quilt Festival. So Steady is going to be in our booth, and we are under the American flag right across the aisle from the information desk. So we're really excited to be in the best spot in the center this year. Here we go. This is the new embroidery unit.
So if you notice, she actually slopes up. It's it's so different from the Luminaire, and she is a tad bit heavier. I think they said 3 pounds heavier, but that's because they've added additional items. So if you've ever done the projector on a Luminaire, and you know when you move it and it's like there's no more of that. It's crisp, it's smooth, it's fantastic. So I can't pop it open, but there are new belts and everything added to it. So like I said, a better quality machine is what they gave us, and it is fantastic and humongous. And then something that a lot of people don't realize is that you don't have to take off the embroidery unit to sew. You can go in sewing mode and it just slides on over, and then you could use this as an extra extension table, which is what I do because I don't feel like taking it off. It's heavy.
All right. So some more perks for being at the show. We're going to have a main stage. So we'll have Angela Wolf on the main stage, and Jerry Granada and Cindy Hogan and Emily Thompson and all of the amazing brother educators. So there'll be constant education throughout the event. So Barbara said earlier, I signed up for classes, but the best thing is going to be being under those big red tents, because you have all of the experts at your disposal at the show. So it's really exciting, tons of education, and we'll also be streaming live from the main stage. So, Lady Fair says all of the brother superstars. Patty unfortunately can't make it, but she will be watching the live demonstrations on our
we'll miss you, Patty. We'll miss you.
You know what I'm most excited? Go for it, Angela.
Go ahead.
I'm
Well,
most excited to get my hands on Angela's masterclass, but you're coming out with not just a masterclass, which is huge on its own, but other items as well that you haven't really done before.
yes, it's been kind of like on the lowdown until the machine comes out. But first, before I say that, I have to say I have a lot of friends that are wanting to upgrade their serger. So I told them that you're going to have the airflow serger there. They can come and play. That's the best part. You go into the booth and any machine that they have there, you can sew on, you can get to know. And if the Aveneer isn't quite in your ball game yet, they have a ton of other things. I have a couple friends that want to come and look at the multi-needle because they want to embroider now and get it over with. Okay, so with the Aveneer, I'm so excited to say that I'm doing the biggest masterclass I have done yet. So if you have the luminaire, the stellaire, the airflow, you have to register your machine to have access to those classes. So if you have those machines sitting in a box, go register or you're going to miss out. But the Aveneer, I was just talking with someone at Brother, and it's 20 chapters. I want to say 20 chapters, almost 70 videos, and 16 projects. Let's just say you're going to be able to binge watch for a very, very long time. Oh, and Barbara, I have to show this over here.
Wait, Barbara's face the whole time. We're like,
Okay, how many were they getting on the last one? Because this is a lot. There's a lot more features. You get everything from the last ones, but then you add more because there's more features on this machine than the luminaire.
So first of all, you never know you can't just assume that someone owned the luminaire or the stellaire.
Right.
So some of the lessons will be very similar to the luminaire, but of course I changed the projects just in case the luminaire people are going up to the Aveneer. I don't want you to be bored out of your mind, right? But the way the class is set up, you can always skip around anyways. So there's a ton of new features and the screen is different. There's a bigger area. I mean, literally, it's all new videos. So nothing is brought over from any other machine because there is no other machine like the Aveneer. So it's all brand new. Projects are totally different than the others. And then the embroidery designs. So I have 4 collections. This was a new thing for me, and I was super excited about it. It was a lot of work and a lot of practice, but I finally made it. So there's 4 embroidery collections, and this is the Lily collection. There's the Rose collection. I have that over here. Each collection has a group of designs. Here's some more of the Lily. There's a hummingbird, and then there's the Bohemian, which you're going to love. And I'm giving little teasers out until the machine actually officially launches. But all of those come with the machine as well. They're not built in the machine. We did it differently, where you get a code just like the masterclass, and each collection I give you a quick video to show what I've done as far as embroidering, give you tips for hooping, what stabilizer I use, and then you have the collection you can download and put into your machine. And this is exclusive to the Aveneer. And I know some of you said, is it going to be on the luminaire? No, I'm sorry, it's just for the Aveneer. So you've got the embroidery designs, you have the masterclass, and then I was just giving you a little look over here, a custom thread collection of 50 colors that coordinate with my embroidery with all my embroidery designs. And of course, in that little embroidery class, I show how to use color shuffle with some other colors I included, because maybe you're not a purple fan and you wanted pink. I had to include both. Barbara, if you had to pick 50 colors, how long would it take you? Or Courtney? I mean, I love colors, so it took a long time to narrow it down to 50, but I would have taken 100 if I could have.
Those colors are beautiful. So you picked those colors out. You handpicked those, because I want the master to pick out my colors. These are
Right.
So they're a little messy. I threw them back because I've been embroidering up a storm. So all of these colors, it's everything you need for all of the collections that I did. But then I also included a few extras on there, just in case you wanted to do a color shuffle. So there's only a couple colors that I did not include because I figure everybody has that in their sewing room, and that is black and white and gray. But I have to say, I have one of the collections. Is it the roses? I did that with a black and a gray, and I was like, oh, I should have included that. But everybody probably has black and white in their sewing
the
room.
big spools. Yeah, most people get the white big spools or the black big spools. I want the unique colors that you're hand picking out. That sounds fantastic.
So I'm guessing they coordinate with your designs that come with the machine as well, correct?
Yeah.
They do. So that way you can start embroidering all the designs right there from everything in that box. And also, guess what? I've already embroidered so many of these, and I still have a ton of thread on each spool. So you'll be able to embroider everything. So each collection has a handful, anywhere from 2 to 4 larger designs. And then there's a bunch of smaller designs. So you can piece together your own. Maybe you're doing a quilt, or maybe you're doing a pillow, or maybe you're doing a table decoration and you want the whole big, there's a huge one with hummingbirds, and then there's smaller hummingbirds if you want to, I don't know, put it on your
We don't have to embroider it.
So I'm going to give a sneak peek of part of the package that we're going to give at Houston International Quilt Festival.
Wait, what?
Am I supposed? Can I?
All right, guys,
Because
this
we're
is
giving
between Barbara, me, and Angela. So just pretend you're
We're
not
giving
here.
a lot
There you
more than this at the show, but I wanted you to see this. So first of all, we have the limited edition. So that one's going to come out first towards the end of the year sometime. And it's like got this beautiful gray front with like a lacy design on it. And it has like some exclusive Disney designs that are available for it. But you can see in the bundle, there is the luggage set. You get Angela Wolf's 50 spools of thread, but you also get another, I think, is it 150 spools of thread with that? You get Angela Wolf in the box, so like her master class with
Now,
all
let me
of
put
the
you phrase that.
videos.
Angela's in the box. She's going to jump out
She's
at
in
you.
the box.
She's in the box.
You get software, embroidery software with this machine. It's $1,000 value. It's called BES Silver. It's brand new. It's really great. It's an embroidery lettering software, and it does a little more. It's just very exciting. And a notions case and an extension table with that. So that's the Aveneer LE. But we also have, so the limited edition, we have only a certain amount of machines available, and those come out first. And we are taking pre-orders for those now.
Yeah,
And then you
some
have,
dealers are out of the limited edition, but we realized that this machine was going to be so cool, so amazing that we ordered a lot of the limited edition. So even we've got stock, guys.
yeah. And Courtney has the regular. So this is going to be the standard model. I think it's beautiful. It's got a beautiful blue on it. We can, I'm going to put you back on screen, Courtney, because it's just a gorgeous color. Isn't it?
I love the navy, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's rounded. The Luminaire was a little bit more square, and I like the roundness. I like. She's pretty. She is pretty. So this is actually my girl. I'm not giving her back, brother. You can't have her back. Come on, I'm not giving her back. And this is the actual machine that we're taking to Houston Quilt Festival with us. So I am gonna have to box her up soon, and I'm so sad.
Courtney, don't you love all the chrome on there? I mean, even the hand wheel has chrome. I mean, it's just so beautiful.
I don't even think it's in shot. Let's see.
You know, oh my gosh, it looks like it's on a Lazy Susan.
It's not terrible.
Hey, Courtney, you're doing good. Don't drop it.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine? They're like, we can't give her machines anymore. She drops things.
Do you see the speaker too on the front? Let's talk about the voice automation on it.
Oh, how fun would it have been if they had gotten Angela to do the voice on it? That would have been awesome. So she can do, I think it's 6 different languages, and you can decide, you can choose between a female or a male voice. It's up to you. So, you know, I was hoping that they would like let us do like a British accent or something. You can't, but it would have been really fun if we could have made him have a British accent. So you could choose between them, and you can decide, well, it'll say, okay, it's time to change out the color of your thread. It will tell you what thread color to change it out to. So the number and everything. And I love that I can walk away now and she's going to holler at me that it's time to change thread colors.
You're looking at your thread literally across the room. You have your back facing the machine. It's going to say, now change to red thread. And you're like, okay, good. That's the one that I need. And then you'll have the app too. So you can literally walk outside of the room and it'll tell you your next thread.
Oh my gosh. So Courtney, I would love if it had a British accent. I would love that, but they don't. But they have quite a few languages. So I didn't realize when I was setting it up this was a few months back, and I had the voice. Now, by the way, you can turn the voice activation off. I saw some people saying, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can handle that." Well, you can turn it off, but I forgot it was on. And, I know that it's going to do that, but I didn't actually hear it. And I'm on the other side of the room. I'm embroidering these sleeves, and I hear a man's voice in my office saying, "Time to change your thread." And I think I had it like, that's not what he sounds like, but you got my scared the living daylights out of me. I'm looking around like, when? And then my bobbin was empty. It turned on. Your bobbin is almost empty. I've almost got this. So I'm going to put it on French. I think it was French or Italian. I can't remember, but there's
cool.
quite a few languages in there.
You're going to try to learn a new language from your machine?
Yeah.
You're bilingual. There you go. I love that. Oh my goodness. So the voice guidance is really neat. And it's just got the little speaker at the bottom to be able to do that. And that's just included. You don't have to do any setup. In the settings where you can change out to the different male or female or different languages. So they really make it very user-friendly to play with that feature more.
Oh my gosh, the store is just hustling and bustling
I hear that. The door's
noise in the background. Where I'm so excited to be going live from our San Antonio location. So for those of you who don't know, AllBrands is a family-owned and operated business since 1976. I'm part of the family, and so is Courtney, my sister-in-law.
We're trying to get
Angela, you can be part of our family too.
I feel like I'm part of the family.
Yes,
I've known you
for our brothers.
I bought my first cover stitch machine. Was it cover stitch? No, my first cover stitch and blind hem from you way before I ever knew you. I was designing clothes for people all over the world, and your website came up, and I was like, "Oh, they look reliable." And guess what? They were. And then little did I know, it was like just a little hint that I'd be working with you someday, and I had no idea.
Full circle moment.
Honored.
I love that.
I'm
I
honored.
did not know that.
I love it when famous people shop on our website, Angela. Thank you.
Anytime we get a famous person, me and Barbara will call each other and be like, "So-and-so just ordered from us." What?
Really exciting. Oh my goodness. So let's talk a little bit about some more things that folks can expect at Houston International Quilt Festival. So we talked about the stage demos with Angela, Cindy, Jerry, Colleen, Alexis, Courtney, Leanne from Australia, and Emily Thompson from Life So Savory. And we're also going to have 20% off of Brother branded accessories. So if you're not there for a machine, but you just want to stock up on goodies, now's the time, because 20% off is really awesome. And if you purchase a machine, any accessory that you decide to get in addition to that machine, that's Brother genuine branded accessory, is 25% off. So, whoa, get those hoops. Stock up on those magnetic hoops.
So,
Yeah,
Barbara,
really.
I saw a couple people asking what are the dates, and I see a couple people here that have never been to Houston Quilt Fest before. So I think we should tell them a little more what they should expect, because they can shop. I shop when I'm there. I'm on my lunch break. I'm buying out of your booth, Barbara. But you've got embroidery stabilizer. You have, and what machines are you going to have there? Usually you have everything.
Yeah, so of course we're going to have the brand new top of the line Brother Aveneer that you can see and learn about and touch, and it's just going to be so cool with the experts there to show you. And we're also going to have the Stellaires there, which are amazing. You can purchase those on our website, or come to the show, and we may have a better deal for you than what's on the website. We'll also have the multi-needle machines. We'll have the airflow serger. We have an amazing deal on a travel machine. So if you, we actually have some options for the Aveneer where you can get a free travel machine with the Aveneer that uses the same hoops. It's like a slide-on hoop style, and it's a sewing and embroidery combination machine with a 6x10 hoop on it, and it's perfect for travel. And I know you'd like to travel with machines a lot too, Angela, on your boat. We'll have that NS80 as well.
That's my favorite boat machine. I call it the boat machine because it's easy to carry. You probably seen me carry it and sew stuff for the guys on the boat. Yeah. But I'm dying to see what machine you're giving with Aveneer.
Yeah. So we have an amazing deal. It's called the NQ3550W. Can't talk about pricing on the video, but you'll have to come to the show
And
and
at
see.
festival.
Yeah. So it's going to be amazing, 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 amazing. We also have Designs and Machine Embroidery is going to be there, and we're bringing a lot of Kingstar thread with us,
So
and we're really
it's funny
excited
that you
about
say that. So I was filming right before this, and I stopped filming my show just to do this. But my other camera is actually over there, and I am actually using one of the hoops from Dime, the snap hoop, right now to
Purple
do a design.
metallic. I am living
Oh,
for that right now.
Yes. So
Very
we
cute.
really do love their stuff, and they'll be there with amazing deals. We'll have Reliable there. We'll have So Steady there. That's exciting all on its own. As well as we will have the bringing the E16 booth. So, and then of
Right.
course, Brother. We have
Yeah,
Brother, and we're
Brother's
going to be
the
bringing
biggest.
tons of Brother machines. We're going to be demoing like the scan and cut, the print moda, all the different machines there. So please, yeah, there's the scan and cut. So those machines will have the educators like Cindy Hogan, who literally wrote the book on scan and cut, is going to be there, and she is fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Between you two, you too, Barbara, but Courtney and Cindy, when they're at Houston Quilt Fest, I because those two are always in the booth for the scan and cut. I don't even think they ever get bathroom breaks because that booth is packed. Everybody loves to see what's going on, and you two know that machine inside out, backwards, and upside down. It's like crazy. I've learned so much just watching what they're doing. So I think that everyone needs to know, though, when you come there, there's quite a few days, but each day offers a few different things. If I remember correctly, I do, of course. I'm so honored to be back with them this year because I love their booth, but every day they have different giveaways. Yes. And the first night's kind of the preview night where you want to get the first dibs of what's there. If I remember, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but you have a certain number of scan and cuts. And I cannot think of 1 year that you are not sold out on day 2. So if you don't get there and get the great deal by then for some of the items that you have limited, isn't that how it works, Barbara?
We bring more and more every year, and they just sell out every time.
And so
I know.
It's really exciting.
I'm excited.
They're so good.
I am going to be not in the scan and cut booth this year. I know everyone's like, what? I will be actually right next door with Angela with the Aveneer, but that's because there is a beautiful, wonderful thing that they can do together, and we love talking about it. So the scan and cut can actually talk to the Aveneer and do my connection. So I will technically still be with scan and cut, but we'll be talking about my connection and talking about all the cool things that they can do back and forth because not enough people play with that, and that is so much fun. So me and Angela will be right up front and so excited hanging out with these machines.
And what's so cool about Brother is you get that whole suite. You get Angela Wolf, you get the live shows, you get the biggest dealer network out of anywhere, and an awesome dealer network with amazing warranty service. You also get the suite of products so that talk to each other. It's like a big family, like brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles. Like you have your scan and cut, you have your print moda, and you have Art Spira, which is like free designs that you can wirelessly transfer to your machine. I just think the benefits of Brother is so
the Aveneer will have exclusive Art Spira designs. Exclusive in Art Spira. If you have an Aveneer, it unlocks more designs, more things that you can do in Art Spira that are only exclusive to the Aveneer. I don't know if I was allowed to say that. Whoops.
I think, you know what, is that only though for Courtney, is that for all the Aveneers or just for the limited edition ones? Those
come with 20 extra designs. This is separate from that. Yeah. So they're giving you double.
You know more than I do. I'm so excited about this.
I tell you, I am geeking out on this machine so bad. They're not getting this back. This is mine now. They're like, Courtney, can you bring it to? Maybe I'll bring it back to you. Like, I am obsessed.
Okay, so you all know that a lot of people have purchased the Luminaire. That I honestly, and I think the three of us talked at Houston Quilt Fest one year. How could you possibly get anything better than that? I mean, what could you possibly do? In fact, Brother asked us, what could we add? I literally wrote nothing because I can't imagine anything else. I couldn't, like, my head just doesn't even work that way. And then when the new Aveneer came out and the different features, of course, a bigger hoop I'm super excited about. But it's not just a bigger hoop, it's a whole different system.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And just the bigger, I mean, everything's just bigger and better. But it's still, okay, now I had a lot of people asking, will it fit into the cabinets? So you'll have to contact, I've been working with Horn Cabinets. They're making a new insert for the table behind me, the bigger table. My smaller table, no, it won't. But definitely call them because they have the measurements. So if you can just get a new insert, I had some people say, I just bought a cabinet. I thought, I hope you bought the big one. But if you didn't, you'll need to. So, well, you don't have to, but it will fit into the cabinet that I have back there. I'm trying to figure out which side I'm on. You can't see it because I have a bunch of machines up. I'm ready for a class back there.
That's awesome. I love all those. I have tons of brother machines around me too. I feel like I'm in good company. I want to talk about the new platform that this machine is on. So Brother is, in previous models, including the Luminaire, they've had like a suite of machines that have the same platform, that they've been building on that same platform. And, you know, as time goes on and, like, you know, you need more sorry, there's people walking in this way.
Hello.
Because you need more like memory and like processing, like so that things work faster and better. Like this new platform for this machine is going to open up like the next 5 years of possibility for the Luminaire. So you're going to have your upgrades that are going to unlock, like you're going to unlock new features of the machine. For a long time.
What it's called, it's a Android firmware, because again, machine nerd. Android firmware, and that is a first for Brother. That's a first for any of them. And it's so much more. When I was talking about how whenever you're doing the projector and when you move it on the screen, it's smooth and goes through, it's because of that Android firmware. Picture play, you can now do that because of that Android firmware. So they invested in the future, and also this is not a Luminaire 4. This is brand new from bottom up. They've added more metal parts inside of it. The projector is actually not right there anymore. It's over here, and it's larger, and it's so crisp. There's so many things that you can now do. We haven't even scratched the surface of all the features that it can do, like the fact that you can now, when you type out a word, you can change each letter of that word in the editing screen, change the color of them, and there's so much more that you can now do in the machine. I mean, I don't know how Angela's doing a math class, but I'm so thankful that she is, because I don't know how I'm going to learn it all.
There is so much. And I'm so glad you touched on that it's totally different. I had a lot of emails right after the launch, you know, because it was a different type of launch. And they said, well, it's just a Luminaire 4 or 5. And I was like, no, it's not. It's totally different. You know, it's no different. We were joking earlier that my vehicle's like a 2015 and my husband's is newer, and I said, can I just have new mirrors so I can have the sensors around me? No, it doesn't work that way. But you have to keep evolving. Does that mean you have to keep evolving? No, but I love that Brother has kept it going with such new technology to keep up with everything that's happening. And Artspira is a big one.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have the Luminaire, the Stellaire, they love using Artspira. It's free. And there's also a paid version, depending on how much you use it. But it also talks to the printers. But the other thing is, some people with the Dream Machine and older, I still have my Quattro, which I love, but it won't work with Artspira. And people are saying, can we just have an adapter or something like that? Well, that hasn't happened. So to be able to keep things rolling, Houston Quilt Fest will be a great place to purchase. That you have many machines that are not very expensive that will work with that Wi-Fi for Artspira. And I'm excited you'll have it there so people can see that. You know, maybe you're adding another machine to the room just to be able to use Artspira.
Yeah, and there's a price point for everyone at the show, which is wonderful for Brother. I love that they have wireless on their entry-level machines that we're going to have there. So lots of options for availability. But one thing that's awesome about this new platform is, like, the machine takes less time to process information. So remember how when you had the, for us Luminaire folks, when you're projecting on the screen and you want to move it over, it had to think for a long time. Well, this one, it's so much faster. You don't have to wait for it to go. So if you have a Luminaire or a Quattro or a Dream Machine, we are accepting trade-ins at the show. So please come and find me because we can find a new home for your machine, and you can get the latest and greatest tools to be able to do picture play, projection, AI technology, Art Spira. My goodness, there's so many possibilities.
Yeah, that's how I always get my new machines. I just go up to our owner, Mr. John, and I'm like, okay, here you go. So my Luminaire is getting traded for my Aveneer, but I do keep my other machines too because she's not a travel machine. She might have a thing that she is not a travel machine. So I don't care if there's a handle. She is not a travel machine. So I do have my travel machines that come around with me, and I actually purchased mine through Houston Quilt Festival because it's a good deal, even when you work here.
And for those of you who just want a low price per month, you can opt not to do a trade-in, and you can get 60 months 0% financing on the Aveneer, which is
zero. I didn't know anybody offered that anymore.
I know. Well, we worked all year to get the best deal. Everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows the best time to buy is at the Houston International Quilt Festival. So we come out and we work very hard to negotiate the best deals so that you can get the best deal on your machine there. And financing, whether it's financing or trade-in, and great bundles, definitely the best.
Well,
the best
I don't think we ever talk about it enough that it's AllBrands booth, so we call it the AllBrands Village, but we're there representing Brother. So this is the biggest quilt show in the world. There was one in, I think, Japan or China, I can't remember, and they did not reopen after the pandemic. So the Houston Quilt Festival is the biggest quilt show. And so Brother works with us hand in hand in that booth. It is the Brother booth. We just put it on for them. And so they go to bat for us, and we really appreciate it. And that's how we're able to do these amazing deals. So thank you, Brother. And they're the reason that Angela Wolf is there, so they can ask me for
AllBrands is giving a lot too. Let's just be honest.
We are too. Yeah. Brother lets us go a little crazy with it and just make it the best deals out there.
So just a question too. Are you going to have different sewing machine feet there? Because there's been a lot of feet out lately, different tutorials out there. And I know a lot of people that maybe already have a machine and are like, you know what, I just want to pick up stuff like that. I know I'm hoping, so I'm going to ask if you have that. And two, what's the sign this year if somebody purchases? Because it used to be a cowbell and you could hear it all over. And I love it because it just goes off all day. So what's the theme this year?
So I am a very superstitious person, and the first time I ever ran Houston Quilt Festival for Brother, I took a very special bell from my mother's dining room, and it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. And I only bring that bell every year because it's very special, but it's very loud. So you will hear ding, 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 ding. And when you hear that bell, that means that a machine got a new home.
I did not know it came from your mother's dining room. Oh, well, that makes it even, well, I already love the bell, but now I really love it.
Too. It's all for, I mean, most of these are Christmas presents for folks anyway. Right. So early Christmas presents.
They bring a new baby brother home is what we tell them. We're like, the bell, that's what the bell is. But then we also clap and we're like, woo, because that is exciting that someone's going home and they're going to have an amazing fun time. So we're excited for them.
I'm so excited. So someone wants to know the dates. And so it's October 30th is the opening night. Is that correct, Barbara, on Wednesday?
So there's a preview night. I think it starts at 6 or 7 p.m. And that's for folks that I think are enrolled in classes. And then the first full day is on Halloween, October 31st. And it goes through that Sunday, November 3rd.
Yes.
Yep.
And again, I just remember the lines are so long each day to get in, especially on day one. So wear comfortable walking shoes to be able to walk. There are beautiful quilts, but you want to hit the booth first so you can kind of get a scan of everything that's there. And that way, if something is limited in supply that you've been waiting for, you can get it right then. Because I just remember every year somebody waits till the last day, and for some reason that one item they wanted, or the scan and cut, or a machine, they just don't have anymore. So I just really encourage you to pop in early.
Yes.
Of course, come and say hi. Oh, now, Barbara and Courtney, we have to have an AllBrands fan, Wolfpack fan, Brother So's fan giveaway.
Absolutely. Yes. And we do that every year. You tell us what time and day that you would like to do that, and we can schedule that at the show.
Yeah, so right now on the demo schedule, I haven't even told Angela. Angela, you're going on at noon.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you know that, because then if I go on the stage at noon, then everybody will know to be there at noon. That's perfect.
Yeah, so we'll have Angela there at noon every day on the stage, and we are so excited. Well, every day except Sunday and preview night, because they end early, begin early, end early. I'll send you those times. That's something I need to do. But on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, she will be there at noon with the Aveneer talking about it. So that's going to be exciting on its own.
And besides that, I will be in the booth all day, every day except for preview night. I'll be in the booth preview night, but I'm going to be taking photos and videos. But I will be in there too to visit, to say hi, to show you some of the other machines if you don't want to see the Aveneer, but you got to come and see the Aveneer. So I'll be there with Courtney every day. But now we know that I'll be on stage at noon, so maybe we'll do a giveaway shortly after that, or we'll wait in the afternoon. We'll let everybody vote.
Right, there you go.
Absolutely. I think that we'll definitely do it after your stage demonstration at noon. So come at noon, watch the stage demonstration for Angela, and then we will have a giveaway with a prize after the stage demonstration.
Yay!
That'll be exciting. And we should do that every day. Every day? Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
She's putting us on what is it? She's putting us in the spotlight right now. So she's like, you have to agree to it. Everyone's watching. Just kidding.
I think that sounds like a great plan, because, I've been talking to a lot of the fans that love to go to AllBrands, and some of them already have something going on Friday, so they're just coming for one day. So let's do a giveaway every day, and that way, if you're only coming for one day, you won't miss out. So, okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, noon on stage, and
you don't
a giveaway
win
right
Thursday.
after. That sound fair?
There you go.
Yeah. If you don't win Thursday, come Friday. You might win Friday if you don't win Friday. And we're also giving away, we'll have a drawing for a Brother sewing machine, a BQ 950. This is an amazing quilting machine that you can register for in the booth. So I'm really excited about
Cindy
that.
just asked, is the scan and cut on special or bundled during the show? Oh, yes, it is.
Everything is on special. Everything is on sale. You got to grab all the things, because the shopping is just crazy, and there's so much education there, and you will be so inspired by the beautiful artistic quilts that AllBrands sponsored, the small pictorial section, but there's just it'll make you speechless. It's beautiful.
It's going to be awesome. I just saw Barbara Jones saying we need to have a place for where are all the ATMs. Barbara, we're going to have to put like little balloons on there. So last time, now Courtney, sorry that we left you in the booth working, but Barbara and I walked around and took a little break for about an hour and looked at all the beautiful quilts. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about art? I mean, that is art. So not only do you go there to shop and get great deals, and also this is also when a lot of the new products are launched from some of the other, from Brother, from other places. This is where they want to launch it because there's so many people there. So shop, but also wear comfortable shoes, because there are so many quilts and they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, remember that, Barbara? We were taking photos. Was it Elvis or Marilyn Monroe last time?
Princess Diana.
Oh, Princess Diana.
Yeah.
How could I forget that? I love her.
Oh, Karina's watching. Okay, I have to call out. Hey, Karina. Barbara Jones said, this is so generous, but we win just by being there. Oh, you're killing me, Barbara. You're amazing.
Oh, love you, Barbara.
All right, so we're almost out of time. My goodness. I hate that.
I know. Barbara was like, what are we going to talk about? I was like, it's me, you, and Angela. We get really excited about things.
And he's like, y'all are having way too much fun.
Way too much. Well, then we get to do this at Houston Quilt Festival. I'm so excited. It's like my Christmas, honestly.
celebrities like Angela Wolf,
Yeah.
Jerry Granada, Cindy Hogan, that
Yeah,
you
so
see
they-
on video all the time.
I get to decide where everyone is, and I accidentally was like, I'm going to be with Angela.
Oh, I love that, Courtney. You know, I have to say, I saw the lineup with the photos and I was like, boy, you guys knocked it out of the park. I mean, Jerry and Emily, and I mean, every single person you have in there is absolutely number one. They know the machines inside out and backwards. They're super talented in all different ways. So if you're a quilter, or if you're a garment sewer, or if you just love to serge, or if you just want to learn how to sew, you're going to be able to go around. Make sure you got a lot of room on your phone for great selfies. We'll have to have a lot of selfies, but I am so honored to be there this year. I'm just so excited. I love working with you guys. I consider you family, so I can't wait to be there.
Everyone says they're coming in the comments. Oh, hey. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. Well, we're going to be doing a giveaway very, very soon. So please go ahead and comment hashtag AllBrands to be eligible to win a $25 AllBrands.com e-gift card that we'll be doing a giveaway very soon. And I got to thank you, Angela. You really kicked off virtual learning online. Here's your acceptance speech, your Golden Globes acceptance speech. Thank you, Angela. You win the prize for being an amazing brother ambassador and educator, and just inspirer of all creative things.
Thank you, Barbara.
I know. I've said it before, and I was saying this the other day. We were talking to some brother people, and I'm like, thank you for choosing Angela, because the person that you see on the screen and the person we see behind the scenes is the same person. And that is not always the case. And she is a breath of fresh air, professional, educated, like a dream to work with.
You know what you're doing.
You can't put me on screen when I'm going to start like tearing up here. You guys
we didn't know we were doing this. I'm sorry, Angela. But you are literally just, when we ask you a question, if you usually you know it, but if you don't, you're like, let me figure it out. I'll get right back. And then you figure it's a dream. It is a dream.
Oh,
Angela is the best teacher ever.
You guys are just the best. You're close to my heart. So are all the fans here too, because I just love all of them. And you know what I love is that we've been together for so many years, and brother keeps coming out with better products, and even, I mean, I didn't know they could be better, but we've all, like you said, it's like a family. And I love being on the live shows, and I recognize like 95% of the names. And maybe the other ones haven't said hi before, but they've been here. So, you know, it's the fans that show up that makes it so awesome. But working with you guys, oh my gosh, I just love your family. As you said, you're a family-owned business, which is what drew me to you in the first place. But every year it gets better and better. It's like, do you guys ever have friends that you only see maybe once a year in person? Well, that's kind of how I think of Houston Quilt Fest, because when I see Barbara or Courtney or John or anybody in the whole family or their whole crew, I feel like I just saw them last week. So it's a lot of hugs, it's a lot of laughs, and you're going to make me cry. So I'm going to stop right there.
We love you, Angela, and we love brother. I mean, we could sell any brand of machine that we wanted to, and we just absolutely love the company brother and working with them, and we just feel like that's the best option for our customers, and we're so happy to represent them and honored to represent brother at the Houston International Quilt Festival. But we will be, for those of you who can't attend and you're local, please come to any one of our 7 retail locations throughout Louisiana and Texas, and all of the specials will be available there too. So Angela is so much fun and funny, and yes, we do love Angela, and your cat is so stinking cute. The wolf pack will follow you wherever you are.
I don't know how brother got you to agree to the masterclass, but man, I'm glad they did. Because you're so easy to learn from. Oh, you explained it in such a great way.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it. You know, one of my first machines, well, I never read the manual ever. I hate to say that, but when they came out with the Dream Machine, and actually I was coming to see you at Houston Quilt Fest, and I was going to demo on the Dream Machine. I thought, okay, this one's a little more technical than I've ever used before. So I remember my husband comes home and I've got a glass of wine and the manual. Maybe that was too much information, but, and I'm reading and he's like, what are you doing? And I go, I'm reading the manual. He goes, what? I said, well, this machine does so much. And I was so intrigued. And so I did not do a master class for that machine. But then all of a sudden when the Luminaire came around and then the Stellaire and then the Airflow, I'm a visual learner. So I think that's why I enjoy doing it so much. And for those that are visual learners, I mean, their videos get right to the point to show you how to use the machine. And I love it because I'm learning the machine as well. I mean, when it's a new machine, I don't automatically know it. And if there's something that I thought works that didn't, or you can't do it that way, I tell you. So, you know, after binge watching 71 videos and doing 16 projects, you will know that machine inside out and backwards. And as Barbara said, if you kind of do the math over the last many years, it's about 6 years. So you're getting in right away on year one, right? Now I can't quote 6 years. I'm just saying usually.
Well, yeah, I love the way that you have it set up because, of course, I take your master class always. That is a rite of passage. When you get a new machine, you have to take Angela's master class. But I love the way that you have it set up. So if I'm impatient, I really want to learn something, I can skip ahead and go back and, you know, and learn exactly what I want and then be like, you know, I should probably start from the start. But you do it in such an easy way to learn and process. And I'm a visual learner. So doing it project-based was genius, in my opinion, because I'm not only learning my machine, I'm creating something with you. And then you talk to us like we're a friend, and I talk back to you and you don't hear me. But, you know, I talk and I'm like, you're right, Angela, that is how you do it.
So while you're talking about that, I do have a question for you guys, because a lot of people have asked, you know, Brother gives them 1 year to the master class, and most people will just binge and you have it. But some people want to watch it again. Some people say, you know what, I got really busy and I want to have this class for another year. So they can purchase another year from you for the Luminaire and the Stellaire. At this point, not the serger that I know of, but just those two. So will you have that available if they come to Houston Quilt Fest to be able to purchase? Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
They can use
I get so many
coupons on it
emails
too.
that I'm like, you have to call your dealer. And so now that you can grab it while you're at Houston Quilt Fest.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I feel like it's a collector edition. I'm not ready to give it up. I'm going to keep it as long as I can. And plus, it's great for reference. When, you know, and I come back and I'm like, oh, she talked about this. Let me go pull it up. It's so nice to have it.
Yeah, and I got to say, because I was complimenting you earlier, Angela, I would not be here if it weren't for you. I would not be here on YouTube because you were the one that held all the dealers' hands in 2020 and showed us how to use this software. And I'm very grateful that you created this web of learning for end users and community for people to be creative.
Some of us are hard-headed, so we appreciate that.
And now your master classes that you created, I think mockery is the best form of flattery, which you deserve. And Courtney now made a master class that is an AllBrands thing that we offer. And your platform is amazing and easy to learn on. We use the same platform for Courtney's masterclass.
We didn't ask for the guy.
I got to hear about this. Courtney, what's your masterclass about? I want to know.
It's on the scan and cut. And so we actually give it away with the SDX 330 at Houston Quilt Festival. We give it away with that machine. So that way I walk you through it, not as poetically beautifully as Angela Wolf does, but I walk you through it. We unbox, we do different projects on it. It's constantly going to be updated before the next one. And we did that because we were thinking, you know, there's not huge difference between the SDX 325 and 330 scan and cuts, Disney and the different blades. But I was like, wow, I really want to make festival amazing for the scan and cut. What can we do? And I was like, well, what do they do on the other machines? And I'm like, well, they give Angela Wolf. I can't give Angela Wolf. And so I was like, I'll give them a mini version. I'll give them me in the box for scan and cut. So that's a deal we do on the 330. And I mean, it's education. I mean, I love that you put in the education for these machines, because let's be honest, we're asking people to spend their hard-earned money on these machines, and we want to make sure they go home, they use them at the best of their abilities. And it's so refreshing that they now have that lifeline with you in the box with these machines. I mean, that is the best thing that you can give anyone is education.
Well, you on the Scan and Cut is going to be fantastic. Courtney, whenever you come up on the YouTube, well, first of all, I love your headers because I'm always drawn to like, I want to see what you're doing. That is a huge gift. I would love to know. I mean, and people, you don't have to say in the comments, but if you ask everyone, I bought a Scan and Cut or I got it with the machine, is it still in the box? It's like 50% say yes. So this is fantastic. So they can learn from you. And okay, kudos. I think that's a pretty high five on that one.
Thank you. Thank you. We're no Angela Wolf.
Well, we're almost out of time, but I have some questions, and I know we have the masters here, so maybe we can get some answers to some questions that we have, and just a few comments, if that's okay with everyone. Courtney, Anne commented on your picture play course earlier. She said, "Oh my, the pillows you can make," and I agree. Reen Wilcoxon commented while we were on the show saying, "I can't wait to shop the AllBrands booth this year." So come by. You just might see Angela, Reen Wilcoxon. You'll definitely see Angela Wolf in the booth, but you might see Reen Wilcoxon at the Houston.
Reen, I can't wait to see you.
Yay. All right. Here's one from Lady Fair, and I can answer this one because I helped make these awesome packages. What are you including with the EV1 Not Limited Edition? So can I tell everything, Courtney? I'll tell a few more things.
Look,
so
it's just me, you, and Angela. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
both packages are going to include the same thing. Okay. So you will get the luggage set. You'll get the Angela Wolf Masterclass. We're actually upgrading the extension tables to the Sew Steady Wish table, which is bigger. Sew Steady's going to be endorsing it at the show. Really exciting, beautiful, made in America table. We love it. Everything that you see here, the 50 spools of thread plus the 150 extra spools, Angela Wolf's designs, an accessory case. And we're also giving... oh my goodness, there's more, and I can't remember it.
But like, you don't even have all the icons on here. There is so much. Well, I guess you just have to come use the
there's more than that. And then you get a choice of, you can do a trade-in, or you can get 60 months 0% financing, or you can get the NQ3550W machine, which is I think a $4,000 value, or you can get the trifecta, which is the SDX 330D with the print moda.
Yeah.
So,
and that means my Canada class gets thrown in because you're getting a 330. So
right.
It's a lot of things. I'm seeing.
Here's one. When is the show again? October 30th through November 3rd. Here's one from Patty. Did they add the matrix feature to the Aveneer? Do we know?
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Yes, I did. I wasn't sure. Oh, I'm so excited about that.
Because they had it on the XJ2 and XE2. I don't think Luminaire got it at all. And then they're jumping right over and putting it on the Aveneer. Yeah. And that is my favorite feature when I do patches. Because then I can just fill the whole hoop up with patches and knock them out fast.
Yeah. So Lady Fair says it's built on Android, right? Yes, absolutely. So the machine is re-engineered, and so is the platform that it's on. So it will be faster. It'll be able to have more features.
Barbara, I'm so glad you talked about that, because there was it wasn't really miscommunication, but I think, people just in different groups start chatting and they're like, it's the Luminaire 4, it's the Luminaire 5. Like, it is totally not. It's not. It's absolutely. It doesn't even look the same. I mean,
it's not.
Yeah.
It's a whole other beast of a new machine. It's
somehow they made it bigger and not weigh a whole lot more though.
Well, the 3 pounds is just the embroidery unit. The machine itself, I believe it's the same as the Luminaire, but
it's a little longer though, right? You have a 1 more inch of space from the needle to the neck.
Yeah, right? But they took out some unnecessary. So that's why they're not doing an upgrade from the Luminaire to the Aveneer, because there is no upgrade since she's a brand new firmware.
Right. So. And it's a whole different body. And also, Courtney, do you notice, and this is one big thing, I love the bright lights, the Luminaire had it, that beautiful shining light. The way that they cut the machine, it's the exact same light, because I said, oh, thanks for putting bigger, brighter lights. And they're like, we didn't. But the way that the machine is cut with the curves, and I mean, even the needle thread cutters in a different spot, when they change that, exudes more light. I don't know how it does it, but it does. You have to just.
Does. It's very, very bright, which I appreciate because the work area. I want to be able to see everything when I'm doing that. And I don't know if this is one of the reasons, but I know that the projector used to be here. It's over here now, so you can actually get a bigger field of it. And I feel like they I don't know if they added more because that's gone, but I feel like it's so much brighter and easier to see now. I want to open it up. Oh, well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that yet.
All right, Courtney, you're cut off.
I know. If you come to I'll say a very
tell Courtney, tell the world. I'm kidding.
If you come to Houston Quilt Festival, you get to see a naked machine. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
risque.
a naked machine. Make sure you naked machine. Make sure there was nothing else after naked for people who like maybe their computer.
Time to go, guys. No, just kidding.
Oh gosh. Let's see if we have any more questions. Wow, love all the goodies.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh my goodness, so exciting. So exciting. Well, we are going to do our giveaway in just a moment. Do y'all have any last parting words? I love being live with you two. You're amazing. Courtney, you go first.
Oh, well, I'm just reading you guys' comments. Someone said I have a 225, I think it was, and they said it wasn't connecting to their stillaires. It can go wirelessly from your scan and cut to your stillaire, but it cannot go back because you have a stillaire, which means you can do full My Connection. But you have to have a SDX 325 or a SDX 330 to do full My Connection. So that's why.
Okay.
So yes, I would upgrade to a 325 or a 330.
Angela, what do you have to say? From now through Houston.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm so excited to be here. Well, I love doing the live shows with you too. And, I was reading comments that they said, the one positive thing about COVID is we all got to be sewing friends online. And that was so true. But, the best part is like 5 years later, we still are. Well, 4.5. I'm so grateful to be joining you at Houston Quilt Fest. It's such a huge, amazing show. And I mean, just everybody that comes through. I recognize so many names here that come through. Jenny Owens, Cindy King, Barbara. And I'm only saying 3 names, but there's many on here that I recognize. And I love it when you come by the booth, say hi, see what's new. I love to hear what you're working on. And, the AllBrands family, everybody that's there, it's just such a great booth to, well, a lot of people just come and hang out because it's so wonderful. I'm so grateful to be there. Thank you for having me this year. And I'm really excited that you can see all the different machines of so many different price points. So from very low end, I would say lower end, not very low, but less expensive.
Entry level. Let's say entry level.
Entry level, affordable,
Yes.
all the way up to the Aveneer.
Well, I just want to say thank you to you two ladies. You inspire me every day. And I just am so grateful that we have such an amazing community of crafters and sewers in our community. And let's all hang out in the AllBrands Village at the Houston International Quilt Festival. Let's get more education, get inspired, get great deals, and just meet awesome, like-minded, wonderful people like Brenda, who can't wait for Houston. I can't wait to meet you, Brenda.
I can't wait, Brenda.
And yes.
All right. Here's one more question. When will the Aveneer ship after Houston? So we're hearing now sometime in November, but we'll learn more.
For the limited edition, November.
For the limited.
For the regular edition, because limited edition was coming first and then the regular edition. So we already knew that.
Yeah. And if you order at the show, can I say this?
I don't know.
Other manufacturers, you might have to wait until March of next year to get your machine, unless you buy it from AllBrands, because we have inventory on some of those. But just know that, it'll come in. Like the floodgates will open when they're available, and there will be a lot of product for you.
And we made sure that we got a ton of the machines because we trust Brother, and we knew that they would come out something amazing. So AllBrands will have stock.
All right, we got 96 entries for our giveaway. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go. Can I get some
Good
drum
luck,
rolls?
good luck.
This is
I'm
my
drum rolling on an Aveneer. Like,
Drum
Courtney,
roll.
don't
Oh,
do that.
Clovis is in here. Hey, Clovis.
Mary.
Mary.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Mary. Please email me at events@allbrands.com, your name, number, and address to claim your prize. Congratulations. Thanks, ladies. I'm going to see you guys in Houston, and I can't wait.
I can't wait. Just what, 3 more weeks? October 30th.
Really?
we have so much to do.
Yeah.
I'm
And then
panicking.
it's going to be a
I
ball.
really am not giving this back.
All right, ladies. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We'll see you next time. And at Houston.